Okay. Social media is trying to destroy you and me. Hi, my name is Don Riel. This channel is called Don Reality. It's based on my business, Don Reality, which is videography and photography. But I want to also have this channel go basically in depth of like what my business is going to become, trying to become like the best version of myself, but through videography and photography. So stick around. I think you're going to enjoy this video. You know, if you're new, like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, whatever. There are a lot of apps out there, and they're all incredible because you can contact anybody on the planet within seconds at your fingertips. And it's like amazing. But it's trying to destroy you. That's not what they're really meant to do now. Like within this day and age, they're not meant to do that, right? When I say to destroy you, I'm not saying literally destroy you, but basically so they're just very distracting, that and like distracting to the point to where you're kind of a zombie now. And I'm definitely a victim to it. Everybody that I know, like everybody literally and their moms are addicted to it. It's very bad. I found myself on the apps for hours each and every day, and it's like a very, very bad problem. I know I made a video on how to stay focused, but the thing about that is that it's like once you're able to stay off your phone, that's what that video is kind of for. Not like actually getting to get off your phone. So it works for me, but it doesn't work for me, kind of. The problem would just be getting on my phone. Like the apps, they're just kind of like a huge waste of time. Like it's like they're designed to be addictive. Like the apps, the creators of the apps want you to basically stay on the app, and they like it makes them more money, of course, and gets them more engagements. That the point is just to stay on. And I found myself being more cognizant of this scenario, right? I would wake up in the morning, and the very first thing I would do is grab my phone. And usually I would do that, like, of course I'm telling myself I would do that to check any missed calls or missed messages, or any missed emails or any urgent emails, anything like that, just like emergency type of things. But subconsciously I would go switch to a social media based app, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, and I would stay on there for at least a couple of hours, right? And I hated that, and I became way more aware that I was doing it. And the problem is that I would start laughing, like 2 hours later would go by, and I would start laughing and start saving these videos that I'm never even gonna watch ever again. And finally I'll decide to get up, right, and go get something to eat or go get ready for like whatever of the day I have left. And by the time I got to my car, I would completely forget any video I watched before, like for those 2 hours. Like if I'm on my bed, I'm just scrolling. I'm in my chair, I'm scrolling. All that time wasted, and I'll be in my car, and I can't recall not even 3 videos that I watched. And I know if you think about it, that's probably your situation as well. And the worst part about it is it happens multiple times a day. Like me being on my phone for multiple hours or whatever, is that happens multiple times a day, and it happens all throughout the week, and that time adds up very, very, very quick. It prevents you from being productive. Like here, right here are some screenshots of, I believe, January 1st to January 7th. As you can see, these are my screen times of like me being on my phone, and you can see I spent well over 6-7 hours. Like I think one of them it says 8 hours each day on my phone, and that's like embarrassing. It's embarrassing, bro. It's bad. I don't like it. Mind you, like I think that like those days I wasn't on Christmas break from my job because I went back on the 2nd. So those 5 days still made no sense. Like I guarantee you right now, if you pause this video and go on your settings and go on screen time, you're gonna see how long you spent on each app, or how long you spent on your phone, and it's you might be just as embarrassed as me, if not worse, if not at least. I don't know. Everybody's different, but I don't know. It's terrible. I asked my brother, and he said I told him to go in his settings, let me see his screen time, it said 6 hours. I was like, oh my god, like we're clones. Is terrible. Like imagine what you could have done with that much time. Like that's enough. That's a whole shift. That's like a work schedule. Like that's oh, like imagine what you could have done with that time. You could have you could have been halfway through a book by now. You could have learned a whole new skill. You could have started a bit. No, I'm playing. No. You couldn't start a business at that time. But I mean, if you were like locked in and dedicated, you really could have like got more of an understanding of even how to learn a business with that time. With that amount of time, you could have definitely learned something. And the apps can cause very poor self-esteem. With all the scrolling that we do for hours and hours, we're going to come across people. I'll read it. With all that scrolling we do for hours, we're going to come across a handful of people around our own age that you're going to see them with supercars and partying on yachts and super expensive clothes. Of course that's going to mess with your self-esteem, because you're really just, you have so much access. You have such easy access to like that, like the internet, that you can see that type of lifestyle at any moment. So then you see, because you're constantly seeing it over and over again, in your head you think that's how a lot of people are living. In reality, it's not a lot of people. A lot of people are really just like in the middle class, low class area, and you see that and you just thinking to yourself, wow, why am I not living like that? It's because even if the people you're watching, they're really utilizing their time, and they're not on social media like you are. And if they are, they're posting their lifestyle, only the good parts, and then they're deleting it if that lifestyle is even real. You know what I mean? If it's real and they're posting it, they're only posting the good parts, and then they're getting off. If you're like me and you became very aware of this problem that you also have yourself, and you're really trying to crack down on this media consumption just so you can get more work done, then this is the right video, I hope. After this video, please go watch my previous video. It's basically me telling you how to be more focused, and like my personal ways that I was able to stay focused. If I'm able to get my phone away from me, then I'm able to stay focused. So it's just go watch that video. It might work for you. It might be the best thing for you. It might not even work for you. I don't know. But we won't know that until you watch the video. So go watch it. That's all I'm going to say. Delete the app for 7 days. I'm starting off with this because it's very effective, and it's like it's the most effective thing you can do. If you cut off all access to your social media apps, there's literally no reason for you to be on your phone. I know somebody that actually did that, and all they have to do is just get on with the email app. I think it's the email app, and it's pretty smart. Like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, all these other apps, right? Just delete them off your phone for 7 days. If you can do 7 days, and you're gonna obviously keep grabbing your phone just to because it's like a habit for you to grab it. But did that rhyme? No, that ain't rhyme. A habit for you to grab it. I think that was okay. Yeah, just delete it off your phone, because you cut access to it. It's the most effective, right? With me personally, it's kind of a challenge because my job is social media. Like I make content for other people and myself, so it's kind of I find it very annoying for me to have to delete the apps and then re-download them just to like post or reply to people or something like that, and then re-download or delete it and then re-download it. That'll be very annoying, repetitive for me. So I feel like I can't really do it. I do want to delete it though one day. I'm definitely going to delete it if I don't know. It's worry about me. Completely turn off all notifications on your apps, right? Personally, this is what I do. I just started doing it, so I can't really say too much about it. But from my experience, because my notifications are all off, I don't really think about my phone. Like I don't really look at it. Like usually, like I said, I'll throw it on my bed or I'll put it off to the side, but I don't really look at it. I don't really think about it. If I'm like working or something, usually if I have free time, I'll like choose to do something else or whatever. I'm writing videos, doing videos, like planning and whatever, stuff like that. But usually if I look at my phone, and obviously because I don't have notifications on, and I look at my phone, I don't see any notifications, naturally I will just be like, oh, okay, nobody's trying to message me. I have very bad memory, so I'll forget that I turned off my notifications, and I'll just naturally think that people aren't messaging me, which will just kind of, okay, nobody's messaging me, let me just get back to work. Limit screen time restriction, right? I personally used to do this. I don't like it. It's I think this is more for children. If they have like a passcode on their phone and you want to like restrict them for it, I don't like doing that because it was so easy to bypass because it was my phone, and I would have the routine to check my apps. I would go on there, and then all I had to do was enter my lock screen passcode, and I would just be able to put, like, I can set it for like usually I would hit 1 minute just to check it, but then it would be too short, so I would do it again, and then I would either hit 15 minutes or an hour or the rest of the day, and then it was just kind of repetitive, and it's just got annoying to me very, very quickly, and I just kind of turned it off. But I don't really like it. You could try it, but like I said, personally, I don't like it. This item I seen on Amazon, I really am thinking about getting it. I don't know, but it's called a timer lock box. This is what it looks like. Personally, I don't own one of them, but like I said, I'm thinking about really getting it. From the reviews that I watched, it seems pretty legit, and I might get it just because, I mean, if it gets that bad, like I said, right now me turning off all notifications on my apps is working so far so good. But if it gets that bad and it just doesn't work out for me, I'm definitely going to get it because it's ridiculous how addicted I am to my phone. Like it's so weird. It's very bad. But no. Do I have anything else? I don't think I do. That is about it for the video. This is where I'm gonna stop right here. I didn't put do not disturb because it's the same thing as like turning off your notifications for your screen. But for me, I don't like putting my phone on do not disturb. I think when I'm driving or something, it restricts me from like playing music or something like that. But if you have any questions, comments, or just concerns, or if you have any like other method that you do that keeps you from not getting on your phone, please comment down below. I would read it. I would read it. This is Don Reality. If you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications if you're new. This is Don Reality, and I'm heading back to my reality. Did y'all like that?